winter months, many parents and caregivers find themselves at home with sick kids. Here to share how you can help keep your kids healthy this season is pediatrician and parenting expert Dr. Mona Amin. Hello, Dr. Mona. Welcome to the show. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
So first off, the winter months, they're often filled with colds and viruses for young kids out there. But what have you been seeing patients for most often in your practice?
You are right that colds and flu and viruses, they are rampant right now. And when we see cold and viruses, ear infections can commonly follow. That's why I'm excited to introduce SmartCheck from Children's Tylenol, which is an easy-to-use otoscope device that provides parents and caregivers 24/7 access to expert care from the comfort of their home. And so it allows caregivers to remotely capture and share recordings of their child's eardrum with the healthcare professional to check for potential ear infection. And this safe product works like a healthcare provider's Otoscope, which is a magnifying tool that visualizes the ear canal and eardrum, turning a previously professional-only tool to an at-home, easy-to-use device.
Now, doctor, how can the parents and caregivers stay prepared when ear infections strike?
So it's always a good idea at the beginning of every cold and flu season, and you can do it now if you haven't done it already, to make sure you check your medicine cabinet and throw out any expired products and replenish with anything new. It's also really useful to have the proper tools, such as a digital thermometer or a personal otoscope.
Now, what should a parent actually do if their child is experiencing ear infection symptoms? Talk to our audience about that.
Yeah, so not all ear pain is an ear infection, and not all ear infections need an antibiotic. So luckily, new telehealth tools like the SmartCheck can help you check for a potential ear infection from the comfort of your home. SmartCheck simply slides over most iPhone cameras as well as most Android cameras, and it transforms it into a personal otoscope. And using the free companion app on your cell phone, caregivers can capture a clear, high-quality video recording of their child's eardrum, assisted by a really amazing patented eardrum finder guidance feature. And through the paired app, they can send this video recording to their telehealth provider to gain access to 24/7 access to care.
And doctor, to any viewer watching and they're very interested in purchasing this product from Tylenol, what is the cost for this specific product?
Well, the product is HSA and FSA eligible, so it's really useful to call your insurance and first ask because it may be covered. And the cost can be about $80 or more without the insurance, but really a lot of insurances are covering it under their HSA or FSA plans.
What great information, doctor. Now, as a pediatrician, what advice do you have for parents looking to incorporate telehealth into their everyday care routines?
Yeah, and telehealth is relatively new. It became very popular in the pandemic, and I have utilized telehealth in my clinical practice as well as seeing people in person. And so what I found it most helpful for is providing reassurance and peace of mind for a parent. So it will never take place of in-person evaluation, but what it can do is provide parents an opportunity to ask questions from the comfort of their home, as well as get information from the child's clinician that they're seeing on next steps to evaluate their child.
Now, Dr. Amin, what is the best advice you can give to the parents watching on how their kids and themselves can stay well during the last month of winter and heading into spring?
So this is a holistic approach, as we know. It's really important to make sure we stay hydrated, get outside, weather permitting. Obviously I know that's hard in the cold weather months. And also make sure we prioritize rest and a varied diet, and really go back to your basics, which is hand washing. This is the way that we can prevent illnesses, but we also know that illness can happen, and so having the proper tools at your disposal, like I mentioned, the digital thermometer, Tylenol, as well as the SmartCheck, can really help keep you supported in case illness strikes.
I must say, each new season seems to really bring on new illnesses, which is very unfortunate, but what can we expect to see decrease within the coming months, and will any illnesses, still continue to be on the rise when heading into spring for all the young kids out there?
Yeah, so your guess is as good as mine as to the trajectory of where viruses are going to go. But having practiced for 11 or more years now, I know that we do see decreases by the time spring comes along. And this is because people are able to get outdoors more versus being stuck inside with poor ventilation. So we will still see viruses, but maybe not as much as we've been seeing them in the time being. So like I said, making sure that we're staying up to date on all of our health visits, washing our hands can reduce that chance and hopefully bring more healthy months in the spring months to come.
That's an important one. Wash your hands. Keep your hands out of your eyes, nose, and mouths. You little kids, you know. Now tell us, Dr. Amin, where can we go for more information on all the great things that we have discussed this morning with Tylenol?
Yeah, for more information, go to Tylenol.com.
Fantastic, Dr. Amin. You take care. You have a great day. Thank you so much for coming on iHollywood TV. We appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me.